My name is Martin Dunn. I am a recent graduate of the Cook It Up program. Cook It Up, as Mike more eloquently described it, is a training program in the food service sector. So I answered 2 minutes, probably more than 2 minutes, but to cut to the chase, I have a job. Okay, so the result was there. But a little bit of my background. When I was born in Hamilton, born and raised in Hamilton, I went to the University of Guelph, and I finished a program in agriculture. After that, I went overseas, Southeast Asia, in the early 90s. And fast forwarding a little bit, I had a family over there, I had a house, I had a small business, but it was always decided amongst us that our kids would come back to Canada. So in 2017, my 2 kids, my son and my daughter, and myself, we came back. My spouse is over there still, carrying on the business. And I helped them adjust to Canadian culture. Personally, I had to do a bit of a reverse culture shock as well. I was over there for about 20 years. But after a while, I needed to start working as well. And having lived outside of Canada for so long, I felt my skills were not really applicable. So it was quite difficult. I kept looking for work in my field that I was doing overseas. And it was difficult around here. There may be positions available in Toronto or Ottawa, but we had decided to live up here. And late last year, early this year, I saw the advertisement in the local newspaper, also saw it on the web for the Cook It Up program, which is something that I'd always been interested in, and I thought, wasn't really having any sort of expectations from it, but I thought it would be an opportunity, and I was accepted, and it has been a life changer for me. When I worked overseas, I worked in development, I worked in aid, I worked for Save the Children, I worked for World Education, organizations like that. I'm familiar with log frames, I'm familiar with beneficiary statements or impact profiles, these sort of things. So getting a job is certainly an immediate impact for me, but it's been more personal growth, the opportunity to reflect on my skills, how they are more applicable than I realized. And now I'm taking more chances. I'm working in another job which is not actually related to food service, but it's something I probably never would have applied for before. So personally, I've had a much greater experience, and that to me is the long-term impact of the program. It's not getting the job, that's great. You need to count that bean for the donor. But long-term, it's had a much better impact, and I'm grateful for it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.